Good morning from down under, everyone. My name is Mario Splits, and we're continuing our Let's Play of Rogue Trader Lex Imperialis DLC and Void Shadow DLC. I believe this should be part 15 in the series. As I said I was going to do off screen, I went and respec'd Argenta so that she had lower Imperium, just because apparently we are quite good at the demolition for the agility, especially when the perks start kicking in. So I think I will take over demolition. I'm pretty sure it shouldn't be an issue, especially since we're a very high agility based character. Um, even though I don't think we're skilling it up because we got warp as well, it should be fine. She'll still have some demolition, but it's not gonna be her primary skill. We're gonna just get her to pick up lower Imperium instead. Get that covered. And they might get to a point where Cassia just overtakes it, but we'll see. Anyways, with that out of the way, if you've been liking the series, don't forget to subscribe and like. Otherwise, let's offer a toaster to the algorithm priest, and let's get to it. So we're off into outer space. We're going to make two very small pit stops, and then we're going to go to the monastery. So first things first is we're going to take a little bit of a stop to this planet again. We're just going to pop in and say hello to the pilot, since we encountered their companion that they were talking about. Being the nice rogue trader that we are, we're not very nice, but
Rise to the top,
you know.
or get left in the dust.
Oh. Ah. They That's interesting. Normally she was there 18 months ago. I guess not. Things have changed. Oh dear. I'm going to leave that in the video because, you know, I didn't know that. And then we're going to go over to Rycode Majoris and have a look at whatever is here. So send the squad to the planet to explore the void ship. Yeah. Ooh, that's quite a bit. Alright, so let's have a quick look. So that's just add the cargo, I guess because of how it was acquired, it didn't automatically go to the cargo, but it is what it is. Monofilament grenades. Uh, it's nice that it's a thing, but I don't believe anyone is getting Drukhari weapon proficiency, so we can just add that to the cargo. And same for that one. So another thing I did is in between I talked to, because I was respecing Agenta anyway, I talked to the same person to acquire the, like, to speak to the traders, and I just made sure to buy everything that we could. What we got? We got the bunker, we got the starport, and we got the monastery. Alright, so in we go. Alrighty.
Let
First
us
we'll
not
go loot
dawdle.
everything that's around. Now this area does have a puzzle. This has a little bit of a puzzle to it. It is, I think, the most obscure one in the game. I want to say it's very easy to miss the hints because they're very
My house would be proud of me.
what's the word I'm looking for? It's very hidden, very easy to like just skim past it, but they exist. Like you could easily overlook it where they are because it doesn't seem very obvious, but yeah. Luckily, having done the beta and all that, I
Always
know
keep
it
your
off
eye
by
on the
heart already.
prize.
So, and it's a lot easier to know the answer to the riddle if you are a 40k fan, especially one who likes the Adeptus Mechanicus army. If not, then well, as long as you're extra vigilant and you keep in mind a lot of the little things you might see, you should get the riddle or the puzzle sorted. If I remember, I will do my best to point it out when we come across it, but if not, it's fine.
I always have a backup plan.
Glory be to the current of the motive force. May its dulcet light shine in our nospheric coronas. May its vitality nourish our augments. May its purity wash over our imperatives and engrams.
Thank you for saying that, Pascal.
As far as I am aware, the monastery supplies power to several major hive cities on Rykad. Hidden somewhere in the depths of this building is a reactor of monstrous, unfathomable power.
Alright, so we're gonna go in here first.
I'm not satisfied with that answer. I will repeat my question again. The last Electro Priest you killed, where did you find him?
Burn in the fire of dawn, servant of the Corpse Emperor!
Another one meets the limit of his utility. The last of them.
Seneschal, isn't this the chat we're supposed to find for the Lord Inquisitor?
I dare say it is, Lord Captain. Now, if it were possible for the gentleman to properly introduce himself and dispel our doubts.
Seneschal? Lord Captain? Do I have the pleasure of speaking to a rogue trader? Allow me to introduce myself. Interrogator Heinrichs van Kallox of the Imperial Inquisition's esteemed Ordo Xenos. I must confess, I'm perplexed to meet someone of your standing in a place like this.
Now, for those not familiar with the Inquisition, there's three major orders. So he's one anti-alien in particular. There's the Hereticus, which is anti-heresy basically, and Malleus, which is anti-demon. I am here to collect you, and the orders from Lord Inquisitor to offer any assistance you may require, after which I am to provide you safe passage to footfall aboard my ship.
Then the timing of our meeting is fortuitous. I am requisitioning you and your retinue for my task. Starting with her. You have provided exactly the kind of specialist that this situation requires.
Oh, that's new.
I am the Domin's shadow. If she says the word, I will protect you. If she says the word, I will take you to the Undying One.
Okay, that is definitely new.
Requisitioning? Young man, your choice of words is unseemly to the point of insult. You are addressing a rogue trader.
I don't imagine you'll be any happier if I say taking into inquisitorial custody.
To aid his faithful servant in the fight against corruption is the solemn duty of all whose actions affect millions of the Imperium's subjects. Let your example guide those who will carry the Emperor's light across 1,000 stars.
You are familiar with the works of Inquisitor Alistar the Redeemer. Not every acolyte can say the same, let alone people less initiated. Please forgive my lapse in manners, Lady Navigator Orselio. It is a great honor. I came to Rykad Minoris on a mission, which a rebellion prevented me from fulfilling. The governor is convinced that malcontents from among the rabble were the instigators, but I immediately suspected a more sinister presence at the root of the mutiny. My visit to the monastery and a few unhurried conversations with some of the rebels confirmed my suspicions. Someone by the name of Aurora is leading the rebellion. Data indicates that the head of the cultists is here right now, in the sanctum of the ancient reactor. Given the prophecy of the Final Dawn, and the special efforts made by the enemies of humanity to seize the monastery, their goal is to gain access to the Holy Power Source's control circuit and trigger a process that, once started, cannot be stopped. In other words, to detonate the reactor, thus being themselves the cause of their much-touted Final Dawn.
Blasphemous insanity.
Precisely what were you doing at the monastery?
I arrived here with an escort squad, only to lose it in our very first open skirmish. The monastery is swarming with heretics. The soldiers I requisitioned from the governor fell in battle, bled to death, or deserted. I had to make do with catching and forcefully interrogating individual rebels. It is from them that I learned what I relayed to you just now.
So the governor gave you useless people. Why am I not surprised? What did you do to him?
I convinced him to cooperate. I can influence living bodies, and I find that the interrogated are much more eager to share information once the blood starts to boil in their veins.
The wretched planet's troubles are none of my concern. I'm taking you to the void ship now. Nah. I can help you with Aura. Let's join forces.
Thank you. Regrettably, the governor's people showed themselves to be unprepared for the perils of this place. And extracting blade shards from a person's stomach is beyond my powers. I hope that a rogue trader's retinue will prove more capable than a group of soldiers fresh off the base.
I would hope so.
I am positive that not all of the electro-priests within these walls have perished. The heretics spoke of shadows emerging from side alleys to make short work of the cultists invading their abode. I surmise that the entrance to their hiding place is somewhere in the hall, near a machine known as the Circular Cogitator. I imagine it's one of the local sacred relics which the electro-priests treat with special piety.
Alright, so Abel, I'm sorry. Okay. Alrighty, so we will level up and talk about Hyrix in a second. We'll leave that. Gonna sort out some stuff in this room first, so there.
Keep your wits about you.
Logic.
The machine god grants me insight.
Alright, so I believe this stuff is a better one. And we'll just take all that for now. I can always dump stuff in the, yeah, plus 10 willpower, so we will put that on.
Is there money to be made?
Alrighty. We will level up our new warrior in the party. Moment. Alrighty, so first up we are going to pick up rigorous training. We will pick up weapon skill for him. Just give me 1 second. I'm just going to mute my microphone real quick as I do this. Sorry, the power cord for my headset was getting in the way. And then pyromancy. Then we will pick up a little warp for him. Then a weapon skill. Psycho Minoris. Little warp. T. The second one. Then we'll go toughness for him. Orchestrate flame. And then body of flames. We'll grab him some strength. Yeah, we'll grab him athletics as well. Heavy armor. I believe. Heavy armor proficiency. Athletics again. Toughness. Toughness. Those boys. I'm pretty sure this build is going to involve him probably getting set on fire at some point, which is fine. I don't really plan to use Henrix in this campaign. So Henrix is our second Psyker, because we're not counting ourselves in this equation, as a companion. Unlike Idira, he is sanctioned, and thus he won't summon the horrors of the warp on you every 1 in 20 times you use the psychic power. He's pretty good in melee. He starts off as a warrior. He's the second warrior that we get, with Abel being the first. He's pretty good at just being a murder bot, being a buff bot. You can practically make him what you want. I believe for this one, we are just going to make him murder. So, we'll see. However, he probably won't be in the party unless we need a specialist, I guess, in the group, or it's part of his quest line. It's because we are going to be using the DLC characters as preference. So Henrik's spot will be inevitably filled by our great RPT's friend, who we haven't been able to recruit yet, unfortunately. And then I think Kibble might have to play sub out every now and then, but we'll see. Alright, get this one more look over.
I always keep my options open.
Okay. Alright, I'm gonna drop a save here, just in case our characters decide that they don't want to stop when I tell them to.
This Explorator is blessed with multifunctionality.
I will.
Oh,
Let the blood.
I can make it.
alright, a bit annoying.
Another loss to the retinue.
Follow my lead.
Yeah, we will rewrite that, just because I don't think that was intended, because I kind of hit the spacebar button a bit too fast on accident to undo an auto pause, and that kind of timed itself at the same time. So we will quickly fix that.
Fate and fortune favor the bold. Rise to the top, or get left in the dust.
So I'll wait for that to go through its cycle one more time.
Your arrogance will be your downfall.
All of you will bleed.
We'll go there, then dash forward.
God Emperor, move through me! Be the fire in my heart!
And we did swap out her bolter for one of the ones we just bought as well. Overall, it's a little bit more damage. It's less damage per volley, but it's back up to 4 rounds, so it actually equals more in the long run.
I'll do it. Faith without deeds is worthless.
So we'll
Doubt is
see
for
if
the weak.
the spraying pays spraying off, but it doesn't look like it is, so...
As the Emperor
She's still not
commands,
there
I
yet.
act.
Make that shot there.
Break them.
I will endure.
Alright, let's make very quick work of all this, shall we?
I'll make it happen. It's as good as done.
Do that. Do that one. That one. Go there.
I'll
Jump
see to
there.
it personally.
Stab him.
Another enemy down.
Stab him. Go there.
I'll see to it personally. I'll make it happen. Your end was inevitable.
We'll go back this way.
On it.
Go
Don't
there.
let your guard down. I'll make it happen.
Leap there. And leap there.
You never stood a chance.
Yeah, actually really can't do much.
Explorators now one route.
So
forward.
May as well just do that and call it a go.
Emperor, give me strength.
Not your
Isn't
purpose.
this a job for the
Kill
serfs?
that one. Voice of command. Bring it down. Swap over to the rifle.
I'll do it.
And Kibor can
Death
go
comes
for a
in silence.
merry walk of death.
As the tenets demand.
Over there. Does she get line of sight of this one? Nope.
Trust me.
Do that.
As honor
Line of
ordains.
sight, finally.
The killing
Dance.
brings me no pleasure.
And then I guess we'll just deflect.
Aim for the heart next time.
Yeah, he's not going to be able to do much, so I'm not going to waste the time.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
Yeah, that's not going to do much. If I get in range to be able to use my psychic power? No. Oh, I didn't realize that person was still alive. That's my bad. And that. Get Cassie to go over here.
No! These ruby flashes are choking me! I'm not accustomed to being ordered around.
Where's this person? Oh, yeah, it's right there.
It's as good as done.
Is the visual not dead? Interesting. We'll see how that affects Not Your Purpose then.
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
Oh, no, right, it worked. So... everyone to hopefully get over here before people get fried.
There.
Let us not dawdle.
Like this.
Operation successful.
Alright, I'll head back over.
Easily done. What is it, rogue trader?
I always have a backup plan.
Everyone to go over there.
The machine god grants me insight.
Hopefully we can loot this one here and just avoid the electricity. Keep
The web serves.
over there. I'm not gonna risk it.
Is there money to be
Everyone
made?
Come over here. I'll loot that and wait for the lightning to go again.
I did it.
This explorator is blessed with multifunctionality.
That was everything on that side. Okay, so we'll go over there, we'll check this.
Always keep your eye on the prize.
You are my next offering.
Are you sure he's Amaranth? Look around the hall. How is he bearing the torture? He must save the esteemed tech priest without risking his life. Yeah, Heinrichs has a point. It's yeah. You get two heretical options apparently, and yeah, I'm not even going to entertain what his plan is. We're just going to go straight up Dogmatic. Okay, we don't need to disguise ourselves. I'm pretty sure I'm going to go through half these people by myself.
I'll make an example out of you!
You'll make a suitable sacrifice.
Alright.
My faith shields me!
Yeah, well, let's just start unloading on the swaths of infantry. So we will dash
Doubt
away.
is for the weak. As the none can escape the Emperor's judgment.
Run and gun, move over here. Snipe.
Crush the feeble.
It's nothing.
Chaos guides me. Out of my way.
Alright, Cassia, if you'd be so kind to just
I have read tomes of military tactics.
end a great deal of them in one hit, that'd be great. Like so. Yeah.
Me? Face the Navigator's might. Isn't this a job for the serfs?
Chaos guides me.
How can we not, Captain?
Yeah, it doesn't matter if they clip Cassia. She's more than tanky enough to survive a couple of shots.
I bring mercy
over
and
here.
retribution. I shall death
Use
is
that
a
still.
blessing. As the tenets
Activate
demand.
that. We won't blade dance that one. We'll do
Trust me.
Delete instead. will move
I will
over
leave
here.
footprints of scarlet, as honor ordains.
Move over here.
The shadows will see it
Move
done,
over there.
as honor ordains.
Move over there. Stab him. Take a step forward.
I am your blade and shield, as the tenets
Jump them.
demand.
Jump again.
Killing brings me no pleasure.
What
I
else,
shall
that
not
guy?
fail.
Take a step
Death
forward.
comes in silence.
Blade dance.
My blade whispers your name. The
Jump to the
shadows will.
left.
Death is a blessing.
And then the flank.
Trust me.
I need a foothold.
We will iron arm here.
Let's see to it. Naturally. For the throne's glory.
Alright, Pascal can buff, then Pascal can slam.
The Omnissiah condemns you. Running binaric override.
Alright, begin Operation Mop Up.
I'll make it happen. On it.
You'll make a suitable sacrifice.
I'll see to it personally. Who can...
Yeah, we'll blade dance that one.
I'll see to it personally.
You are my next
On it.
offering.
Another enemy down. I'll see to it personally.
Stab.
Who if not me? I'll see to it personally. I'm ready for whatever comes.
Range, not yet.
On it.
I've run out of AP. Do I have anything? Just a little unfortunate.
Death to non-believers.
Faith. I'll do it. That is not the Emperor's will.
You are my next offering.
I could, but what I'll do is I'll save it for Cassie as well.
Be
So,
careful not to cross my gaze.
we'll find this ally.
I'll show you why navigators are feared.
And then we can just kind of unload into the enemy, I guess. So
Surrender to the
It's
dark
your end
powers.
was inevitable. I'll make it happen. Your numbers mean nothing to me!
Let the cycle be discontinued.
oh, and Tech Priest just fried them all anyway. So it saves us to have to murder them all. So before we talk to the Tech Priest, we will just go loot everyone. If you do the sneaker route, you can walk around
Rise to the top, or get left in the
the
dust.
entire section and interact with a couple of these items and
My success
shoot
is
and
an
just avoid the
irrefutable
fight.
certainty.
But as Dogmatic, obviously we don't do that because we're not putting on heretic clothes. That is well and truly beneath us. Alright, let us talk to Mr. Tortured Tech Priest. Who are you, servant of the Omnissiah? What design? Ask him about Amanat. You came here because of him, after all. Talk once we get him out of here. Examine him. You know him, Pascal. How'd you kill those heretics? What technology did you use? Try to take down the tech priest crucified on the machine. What is schismatical? So we are dogmatic, so we shall let the taint be eradicated by giving it the Emperor's Peace. Yeah, the cycle will be discontinued, I suppose. You're welcome to stay with us as long as you want, Pascal, as long as you want. What are we at? 35, 38, so we're almost there. Almost there.
I always keep my options open.
Guide my strikes true against the heretics who have encroached upon these halls. Let not one villain escape the God Emperor's retribution delivered by our hands.
Your
Successful.
hues are so vivid, Sister Argenta. The hatred that fuels your words and impulse.
Alright, so this is where the puzzle is. Pascal, can you remind me how the hem goes? Alrighty. So, because of Toybox, it's going to show it to you, but the Omnissiah, from whom the Holy Discharge springs forth, is the arcane key that closes the circuit. The immortal reason that which has created the spark. Then we get an arc rifle, and we get this. So, pinpoint visor, more critical hit chance to range attacks against enemies with less than 50% wounds left. Yeah, that's nice. I don't think we're going to be using it. Just because the hit chance is sort of necessary still.
Keep your wits about you.
And then... company. Oh. There we go. It's always funny, I go to say something and it's like one step away.
You will beg for mercy, but I will grant none! I will endure!
Oh, they managed to get 1 or 2 hits off on us.
Guided by faith!
Is my mouse kind of bugged again? It's always a bit annoying when that happens.
This is why I was chosen!
Shoot,
Eradicated.
shoot, dash away.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
Okay. Unfortunately, Cassie is going to be in a little bit of an awkward situation where she can't really...
More trouble than it's worth. Alas, no.
We'll just buff ourselves.
But of course, Lord Captain. I won't object to it.
And then we'll force weapon him.
Nothing stands against me.
Alright.
Who,
Wait.
if not me?
Wait.
You should have thought twice, but another enemy down. It's as
Daddy.
you never stood a chance. I'll make it happen. Let's make some opportunities.
Jump over. I'll pop that again.
Who, if not me?
Leap to the left.
Another enemy down.
And they all go down. The way is open, but we're going to keep going a little bit longer.
Let us not dawdle.
So we are going to go in here.
Intriguing.
Open this door. Can you hear me, Tech Priest? As Priest, the trend charges the body of a trick, the onside who lights the spark of reason with an awesome carry on his charge. Find around the lights. Who or what are you? Tell me what your data dream is like. Monastery is under attack. Can you help? We'll try to persuade him. I'm not a member of your faith, the priesthood, but you and I are of the same faith.
Watch out.
Yeah.
Is there money to be made?
I believe that should be everything. I'm just gonna wrap around one more time. Yep. Okay, so we go over here. Go talk to these people. Make the sign of the Aquila, the Emperor protects. It was you, was it not? The Logist Abel came seeking an interpretation of his data trance. Tell me more about Logist Abel. What kind of visions was he having? He is dead. Have a few questions about this place and the people in it. Who are you? What precisely do you believe in? Tell me more about this relic. We're not like other members of the Depth of Mechanics I have met. I understand everything. I don't, but I'll say that I do. Why are you calling me a pilgrim? What happened here and how did you manage to survive? I was attacked by people who look like directory priests. Enforcing the governor's guards can help you claim the monastery. You made the right decision when you chose to avoid combat and save yourselves. You wish to get to the holy reactor. And we get a dogmatic option. So, your time has come to prove your loyalty to the Omnisire Praetor. In the name of the God of humanity, strengthen my numbers with the faithful. Eagle to feel their duties that they may help punish the blasphemers.
Always keep your eye on the prize.
I guess we get a couple of friends. that's going to follow us. So we will loot this. And oh, we missed something back here. We will quickly double back, grab that, and then I'll call the episode there, because we are getting near the hour mark. So I'll just get us ready. And then next episode we'll head right down and hopefully be able to finish Act 1. But we'll see, because I don't know how the DLC is going to interact with all this.
I always have a backup plan.
But anyway, thank you for watching everyone, and if you've been liking the series, don't forget to sub and like. Otherwise, I'll catch you next time.